Chapter 9. It doesn't work for everybody. ADHD is expressed in many different ways. ADHD is not a one-size-fits-all condition. This is because ADHD takes advantage of a more general process called self-regulation. Self-regulation impacts everything from how we deploy our attention to whether we're spontaneous to how we manage our feelings. Some children with ADHD also tend to sadness or anger. Their struggle with self-regulation means they have a harder time dealing with those feelings than someone without ADHD. They are spontaneous, inattentive, and vulnerable to anger control problems. Other children with ADHD tend to be exuberant and outgoing, and risk-taking. They have a more difficult time managing these impulses than someone without ADHD, and so they go to extremes. Another sort of difference is in energy level. Some kinds of self-regulation issues lead to problem-inhibiting conduct, so some people with ADHD are extremely active and spontaneous. Others lead to problem-activating behavior, so a kid or adult has a sluggish tempo and struggles to initiate their activity when they should. Some individuals are both impulsive and sluggish. Their energy waxes and wanes. That is another indication of difficulty in control. A final example is attention. You may have noticed that a kid with ADHD cannot focus on homework or conversation, yet can be taken in for hours in a computer game, and after that, can't handle transitioning away. Those two sorts of attention problems, underfocus and overfocus, have the exact same root. They are both problems with the self-regulation of attention. On the one hand, they can't focus when they should. Then again, their attention is captured easily by fascinating stimuli, like a computer game, and it's hard to break away. Likewise, even though it's usually impossible to trace the cause of ADHD in a specific child, we know that at a population level, ADHD has many contributing causes and risk aspects. It's definitely affected by genetic predisposition, but also by perinatal problems, maternal and paternal health, early social experiences, diet plan, at the very least in some cases, and exposure to pollutants. The mix of causes and effects may differ in crucial ways within the population we consider having ADHD. We are increasingly able to see dependable and distinct scientific profiles of the sort pointed out above. We are also beginning to see different levels of hereditary risk. Distinct brain imaging profiles are beginning to show up and will eventually be validated. It appears very likely that there are very likely several ways to have ADHD and some forms of it. Science is still finding out how to specify these variations in a way that is most precise in the clinic. The outcome? Customize your plan. With this in mind, it is necessary to customize the action plan for yourself or your kid with ADHD. Your plan should consider the best practices and best proof for ADHD as a whole, yes. However, that likely will not be enough, other than for a fortunate few. Many people will also need to carefully consider what's unique about their kid's character and background. Putting together what you know about yourself or your kid and family, and what a professional know about ADHD in general, can make it possible for a personalized method matched to your situation. Unfortunately, we aren't yet at the point where genetic testing can anticipate which medication or treatment is right. The day is coming, but hang on to your wallet for the moment. Yet, careful examination can get close. For instance, stimulant medication works well for ADHD, but it works better if a parent-child relationship also becomes more positive through therapy. If a kid with ADHD is also quite restless, then counseling considerably enhances the outcome. An upset child might respond better to rewards than to severe penalty. An exuberant child may really need more social outlets. Those refinements wait for further research studies to validate the best matching technique. Eventually, we wish to discover the right prediction models to know which individualized plan is right for each child. Till then, it is an important matter of combining the best expert guidance with some individual experimentation and good sense. The key? Recognize that what works for one child with ADHD may not apply to another child with ADHD. More than one variation exists.